Mary's not here to do the intro, so I'm going to have to do it. Welcome to JB's Go Get a Pie Storytime Show. Here we go. How we going? We well? Got knock knock. Batman, right? Hang on, Cocky's running around. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There's Cocky. Up here. Get on knock knock. Get on knock knock. Right. So, tonight's video is about breaking through the language barrier. Right? As you may have heard in the interview I did with Eamon, Old Not Dead, right? I did a bit of collecting in my day, but just not stupid, trivially, dumb fucking debts, These were, to do with, not kids, but anyway. So, anyway, where I go and have a coffee, well, where I used to go and have a coffee before the wannabe, gangsters fucked it up and brought heat to the place, which fucked it up, which is what the wannabe gangsters of today do, right? They're not even gangsters, it's just fucking idiots, but anyway, right? So I used to hang out there with a couple of other blokes, and anyway, so, and a couple of, most of us all used to sort of hang around there, not waiting for a job or anything, just, we related with each other, we understood each other, it was a good place to hang around, and there was no dickheads there, and anyway, you'd get these, people would be lending money, borrowing money, whatever, giving money out, whatever, it's all got to come back, at one time or another, So, I'm just sitting there, with my mates, and I'm watching one of these older Italian blokes I know from, I've done, work for before, helped him out in the past before anyway. He's got these two blokes to go and collect some money that's owed to him, and I know who he's lent the money to, you hear these things on the streets, but, it doesn't mean you get involved or anything, it's just, you hear about it. Anyway, so, and he was legitimately owed the money, right? I won't say legitimately, but there was money owed anyway. So anyway, and there's this I don't know, people out there know Fitzroy in Melbourne, but to paint the picture to you, every major city has, particular areas, where you go, those little massage shops, they have happy endings, so they're Vietnamese or Taiwanese female masseurs, and, you get a bit of a happy ending at the end. So it's one of them places, right? This little Asian fella owed this Italian bloke some money, right? And we're there and we're watching these two blokes, this Italian bloke's, how can I put it? Not employed, but he's asked them to, go and collect the money. And of course, when you collect the money, you get a fee out of your collection, Anyway, so they kept on coming back, going, no money. The Italian bloke's going, where's the money? Oh, we went there and no one speaks English, and we're getting the run around, and he's just saying, I may not understand, and things like this, right? Okay. And I'm just looking at him, just laughing, right? And these two blokes, they keep on going back there, and they're just doing everything wrong, the whole lot. They're announcing themselves at the front door, and the front door's got a little sliding hole, there's just no way it's going to happen. And this little Asian fella's just taking the piss out of him. It was quite funny, actually. Anyway, so this Italian bloke, he comes over to me with these two blokes, and he goes, Justin, he said, can you go and just show these blokes how you collect money without any violence, no, just get the money, it's the best way possible, however it happens. But anyway, so I'll go down there, right? And I tell these blokes, I say, listen, just stand off to the side, right? I don't want him seeing you, right? Okay, so we get there, and I said, and just shut up, right? So stand off to the side, just shut up, don't say a word, okay? And this is all, I'll give you these tips for nothing, okay? But, I'm going to get the money, so I'll be taking, my share of it, whatever's paid out of it. No worries, they're fine. I said, but what you're about to learn is priceless, okay? So just understand this, right? So on the way down there, I said, what you've got to understand is this little Asian fella, right? He owns the building, right? He's running half a little legitimate business out of there, right? the illegitimate is the, that side of things, right? So anyway, and I said, so you've got to understand that maybe the staff, right, the staff mightn't know English, okay, or very basic English, right? And that'd be the masseurs, right? The manager, right, the female on who's there, who introduces the clients, they come in, she would know English, of course, because we're not in Asia, we're in Australia, so she's got to know how to say hello and understand what the men want, stuff like that, and communicate, right? Now this little Asian fella's always there. He's the one who takes the money, right? And so the money's there. There's no problems about the money not being there. Anyway, but it's just a matter of these blokes, how they're approaching the place. So knowing all of that, he's running a business. He's had to go to council. So he understands English. You've got to understand that. He drives a car. He's had to pay rego. Along the way, he's had to get his license. So there's all these barriers that people forget, that when you're dealing with a foreigner, they sort of disillusion you to think, oh, well, maybe they don't know English. Well, that's all a load of shit. They do know English, right? It mightn't be as vast as ours, right? And stuff like that. It'd be the same if we went to their country. We'd know a little bit of their lingo as well, right? But when they've got a business and they're running and they're going to the bank and they're cashing the money and everything else like that, there's a good chance he knows English, right? But he's throwing them off saying, no one understand, right? Okay? So anyway, I knock on the door, right? And the lady slides the door open. Oh yes, hello, how are you? I said, yeah, good. You all got space for me to come in, get massage, sort of, this, So you speak their way, so you're sort of like not taking the piss out of them, but you're recognising that there might be a language barrier, even though there's not. Okay. So if you speak too well in these places, they get a bit standoffish, because it is known he owes money, and obviously he owes money to other people as well. So they want to cover all the track, cover everything first. Anyway, so the door opens up. Well, that's the entrance in. Oh, so I come in nicely. Just don't push anyone around. Just nicely come in the door. Then they come in, right? Okay, right. And then all of a sudden, the little bloke comes out, and he goes, "Oh, what the what's the matter, mate? Listen, these guys have been coming here. Hey, me not understand. Hang on here, let me finish, right? Now, these guys have been coming here on behalf of such and such. Such and such, right? He's Italian, and you're Asian, so I don't understand this not understanding English, right? Okay, how can you communicate to an Italian bloke, and how can an Italian bloke talk to an Asian bloke if neither of you know each other's English, right? But so you've got to meet in the middle. That means you know English. No, you talk to me, get out, this, no trouble here, no trouble, like this going on. I said, well, just listen, you're wasting money, right? No, me no understand, he's getting all agitated. So anyway, I put my hand on the back of his neck, right? And I've got him, I've got him a bit like, like this, around the back of his neck, I'll do it to cock you a bit right, to cock you like this. And I've gone, you suck cock! Right? So I've got my hand around the back of his neck and I've gone, you suck cock! Right? Straight away, he's gone, what you say? I said, so you do understand English, huh? Hey? Right. So, getting through language barriers, right? Everyone understands the term you suck cock and they'll answer back, right? Because, believe me, that breaks all barriers, right? Asking someone, do they suck cock? Or, things like that you will definitely get an English response, right? Back to you. So, needless to say, the money was paid. No violence, no nothing. He didn't want to suck cock. I don't particularly want a man sucking my penis, but, situations may arise, but it's never arisen with me. But anyway, so yeah, that's one story there. In regards to, so yeah, that's the story. Very short. I thought I'd keep it, short and sweet. Just like to point out that I put out a couple of stories, right? I'm not having a whinge here, right, viewers, right? But I'm only getting so many views. Now that might be because I'm not putting my videos out on consistently and stuff like that, which I understand, right? My videos aren't edited, right? They're pretty raw. Oh, they are raw, aren't they? Hey? Yeah, right. And tonight, I'm doing it all on my own. Mary's giving me the arse because she's at work, right? But I've put out a couple of other videos, and like one was the other day. I put one out, JB's Sea Walk Bobhead style, right? But that came out at the end. I did a little bit of a dance, right? The sea walk dance, right? Hope you all liked that, people who watched it. And I spoke about suicide, being a survivor and a victim to it. Listen, I don't mince my words. I just say them how it is, and that I don't mean to offend anybody, and that I'm only talking from me, and if it's happened to me, well then I'm going to be an expert in it. Like, if people want to know what it's like getting shot, well, I've been shot, so I classify myself being an expert. You know, there aren't too many trauma doctors out there that are actually experts in getting shot, right? They might be experts in repairing gunshot wounds, but being shot, they cannot tell you the feeling, right? And that so because I did fail in my attempt of suicide, and I am a victim of suicide because my mother committed suicide. I think I can speak on that. Um, Also, growing up as a child, I was bullied, and that led me to be a little bit more of a loner, and that not telling everyone to be a loner and stuff like that. But it worked for me, and that was just my nature anyway. Even growing up, it didn't. Once I sort of proved myself out there, I could have easily stood on many a platform and not been worried. But it's not me. I'm not an attention seeker. I do these videos not for subscribers or views. I do these videos to in the means to help someone else. And if that's one person, then I'm happy. If it's many people, I'm even happier. Okay? And what I'm here to say is this: if you know someone, and we all know someone who's struggling, right? Whether it be family or a friend, or just anybody you meet in the street, you don't even have to know them. You're not just passing comments, and you just know this person. And just go, oh, listen, I watch YouTube. Do you watch YouTube? And just mention my YouTube channel or something. Just have a listen to this. So technology is quick these days. You can pass on information very quickly, right? I have had a lot of people come back to me, and I will say this: I have not had one bad comment, not even dickheads saying, "Oh, you're a wanker," or what the fuck, and stuff like that. I actually had one person. I won't mention their name, but he said something once, and it sort of it, it upset me, right? And I replied back to him, and what I did, my actions was that I unsubscribed to this person, right? It was on YouTube, and anyway, this person then watched a video of mine, and he reached back to me, made a comment, and I resubscribed to him, and I won't say he learned anything, but he understood, and he said, I didn't realise what was going on with you, and that it's like I don't understand what's going on with everybody out there, right? I'm not here as a doctor, and my way's the only way in this way. No, there's many different ways. People need help in many different avenues. I can only talk for those people who might be sort of a mindset like myself, that man's man type attitude, or not even that. You're a bit timid and stuff like that. I've had to deal with a lot of people in my life of varying nationalities and brain thoughts, wealth, poverty, the whole lot, and I've seen a lot. Anything, I will stop when I don't no longer know the facts about something to a point. I will stop. But what I do know, I will continue to talk about. You understand that, right? So it's like So I know it is reaching. I've had people comment, and the comments that I get, they are beautiful comments. I can actually sit here now and I can say that what I'm doing, I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud for people that are making these comments to me and telling me, and I don't mind. I want you to do that. If you need to reach out, you can reach me, right? And you're all doing that. And I read them and I get back to you. I just want to make sure, understand. Just want to say this, that some of the comments are they hit a home, they hit a place with me, and I'm lost for words. So you might send me a lengthy comment, and I might only send you, say, a couple of sentences. Please don't think that I'm writing you off. It's just because I'm lost for words and I don't know how to comment It's not I do have a vast vocabulary. I do know how to use the English language and everything else like that. You know, it's easy to break through. Just use like cock. Anyway, so but no, I'm a person where I do my best to comment, but it's hard to put feeling in words, and that's what I try to do. I really try to invest in trying to get the right word into replying back to you, to have you understand that I feel and appreciate everything that you've just said to me and understand in every way. And I just want to say that I do read them and they touch me, and I just want to give you all a hug, because that's what it's about. You know, it's about just stopping, and even like I might mention that, you know, just if you're a bit lost. This is what I've found, and I've spoken about this with other people who feel the same, friends and whatever, people I've met along the way, and I can only speak from experience. When I was a lot younger, when I first went up to the Northern Territory, what I didn't tell you in that story is that I just got over a car accident and a bike accident, and so I was a bit lost up here, right, and going to the Northern Territory where there was just nothing around, it may, if you can understand this, it allowed me to catch up to myself. If you can understand that, like I bumped into myself again. There was no one else out there to bump into. I was out there on my own, even though I was there with mates. But you know, it's a big, vast place out there. So alone time is good. But when I say you have alone time, you need to get out of the house. You need to go somewhere where there's just no disturbance. And I find that nature's very good, you know. And whether it's raining or whatever, I'm not asking you to go and stand on the cliff, you know. And if you do, make sure the wind is coming your way. You know, you don't want to fall off. But you've got to take the time so you can become aware of yourself again, and you're not distracted by anything else about yourself. Because in this day and age, there's a lot going on. There's just everyone's rush, and a lot of people turn to YouTube for, you know, quick and easy things on how to do that. How do you fix a chair leg and things like that. I don't use YouTube for that. I use YouTube as a platform to put my experiences out there, so it may coincide with something that you're going through, or you've done, or how you're battling with it. That's it. All right. So on that note, very short story. Hope you like the story. So, you know, how to break the language barrier. You know, just remember, just ask the person, you know, you suck cock, and I can tell you now. They'll either say yes I do, or what you say. All right. So go and get a pie and that, and go outside and give someone a hug. All right. You know, even if it's a family reunion, just go out there and say, "G'day, mate, how you going?" and give them a fucking good Aussie hug. Or if you don't want to hug them, because it might be, you know, just give them a shake hand, a good, you know, and put the other hand there. Let them know you care. All right, whether you know them or not, because that's the way we used to be. All right, the world's got to start caring. Stop worrying. Right, more caring, less worry. All right. Okay? All right. Take care. Love you all. Hope you enjoyed this video. Okay? How to break the language barrier. Mary's not here, but I know she'll say, love you all. Okay? So take care. Hey, Cocky? Take care? What do you reckon? See you later.